Hey guys, hands off. I'm parked and ready to talk about today because today is the usual that we've had in America for I guess, again, everybody wants to talk about 2016. I've been seeing this division for well beyond, or pretty much once President Obama was elected. So last night, the president held a rally, and in that rally, his mainly Caucasian white, his mainly Caucasian audience, because it was an audience. He was a comedian. He told jokes about Buttigieg and Buttigieg's name. He tells jokes and everybody likes it. They're funny, whatever to them. But I don't think it's a rally anymore. I think it's a comedy show with a little bit of a clannish feel. So last night they wanted to send Ilhan Omar back. Send her back. Send her back. Yeah. To where she came from. They don't send Caucasians back. They don't talk about sending Caucasians back, even when they don't feel like America is where it should be. But they want to send Ilhan Omar back. Wonder why? Again, the go back to where you came from is nostalgic. It is something that's been yelled at everyone from me to Italian Americans, Irish Americans, but so now apparently some of the Irish Americans and Italian Americans and Jewish Americans have been promoted, and they get to stay. But even though we were here before, a lot of them we gotta go back somewhere. If you want to know how I feel about the go back, watch my video from yesterday. So we're there. We're at the point where it's us and them. It's genuinely us and them. So, and then I walk around and I will say this, and I will keep saying this: the apathetic are the reason this is happening. If you're not feeling this, if you pretend to be the friend of someone of color, if you think you're genuinely a friend of someone of color, don't talk about dancing, don't talk about hair, don't pet us like a puppy. Be an ally. And being an ally is understanding that they're hurting, and this is hurtful. The President of the United States was in a quote-unquote Klan rally. So, and then also something that you also must research is the fact that the squad are being demonized. They're exciting and they're new, and they're not my cup of tea every day with everything they say. Neither is Nancy's my cup of tea every single day. But one thing that I will tell you is they want to improve America. They love this country so much. It's kind of like your kid. You go, oh, my kid is driving me crazy. I need to fix them because I love them, and I want them to be better. I want them to represent better. I want them to always be improving. So they love this country, so they want it to improve. we're at a different place, and there's not enough people in the streets. There's not enough people talking about this. There's not enough conversation. People, minorities are afraid to say racism. They don't want to offend their friends. But if you do have friends that are Caucasian and you're not talking to them about this, and you're not saying, hey, some of the things you're saying or some of the ways you're feeling is somewhat racist or very racist, you're complicit. It's time for people to have genuine, decent, healthy conversations. Nobody wants to fight about this. We want to fix this. We want to be a better country. We want to heal those that are hurting. We want to open the eyes and quote unquote get the white Americans woke, because you're not. If you're making under $50,000 a year, I don't want to hear about your taxes. You don't really pay that much. I want you to understand that a lot of this deflection is for monetary gains and chaos they can steal. It's not the kids that are in cages. It's the who's making the money off the kids that are in cages. It's not the wall. Who are getting the contracts for the wall? Everybody involved in this government are opening facilities, are really making good money. Betsy DeVos, if anybody thinks that the foster care system or housing immigrants, you get additional funds, a lot of people don't know that, for opening these group homes, and all these people are supporters. These supporters are getting what they're paying for, and they're getting rich while you're screaming, send her back. You're getting poor. You're losing. You are losing, and you are actually paying somebody, or you're supporting somebody to help you lose. Your children will not have a future because you're saying send her back while they're pillaging government contracts and our government money, and they're winning because you're so busy looking at the other. You're not looking at who's getting these government contracts for housing. Look, take a minute. See if you can open a foster home for the immigrant children. And once you go in there, you'll see how much you can make. John Kelly has a facility. You wonder why he, lost his crap and started talking crazy talk? He has a facility. He's making money hand over fist. The reason I know is because I was involved in housing children and how much money you can make off of just these simple government contracts. Who's building these walls? Who's making the materials? Who's doing the soaps and the housing? Who's making money off of all these deregulations? It ain't you. Stop fighting against your own pocket to fight your neighbor. We're all in it together, and we're all in it for the same reason. You just don't know it. Have a good day.